Hello everyone. Welcome to Dr. Rajkumar Academy for Civil Services. Let us discuss today the Hindu newspaper of Delhi edition. Have a look of the important topics of the day. Northeast gets its first AIMS slew of projects. A reminder about unfettered constitutional post. PM grows to Bihu beats in Assam. Nizar satellite to map Himalayas seismic zone. So these are all the four important topics that we are going to discuss in detail. What is the first article? It is about Northeast gets its first AIMS slew of projects. This particular topic comes under your GS2 as well as GS3. General Studies 2 Health, General Studies 3 Infrastructure under Indian Economy. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates first AIMS in Northeast at Changsari near Guwahati. The complete project which planned for the Assam it is around 3,400 crore, which is dedicated to the nation in Assam. 2017, there was a foundation laid by PM to construct the AIMS in the state of Assam with a cost of 1,120 crore. The capacity of the particular AIMS around 750 beds, including 30 Ayush beds, and will admit 100 MBBS students annually. What exactly the context that we need to understand here? See, last 9 years, the Northeast region is reflected in the improvement in terms of the infrastructure. The infrastructure such road, rail, and airport, all the connectivity. Because the landlocked region, it's lacking of infrastructure development in the past years. But if you take the last 9 years of the government of NDA, which is providing the connectivity in that particular region in terms of road, railway, and airport infrastructure. As well as add on to this, Prime Minister launched Aapki Dwar Ayushman campaign as well, distributing of the Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana to 1.1 crore eligible beneficiaries. So, add on to this particular article, we need to understand what is this Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. That Yojana is very important in terms of the health. So, world largest health insurance and assurance scheme was launched by India. So we need to understand the background of this particular Yojana, which was launched in the year of February 2018. It offers some insured amount of rupees 5 lakh per family for the secondary care. You need to understand what is this secondary care, which doesn't involve a super specialist, as well as tertiary care, which involves the super specialist. Under this PMJAY, the cashless and paperless access to service are provided to the beneficiaries at point of the service, that is hospital. So health benefits package covers the surgery, medical, and day care treatments and the cost of medicines and diagnostics. So packaged rate, the rates that include everything so that each product of service is not changed, not charged separately. So the beneficiaries entitled based scheme that targets beneficiary as identified by the latest data of SECC. This data is very important. Socio-economic cost census data. Once the identified by the database, the beneficiary is considered for the insured amount of 5 lakh rupees and can walk into empaneled hospitals for their medical services. The funding for the scheme is shared basis 60-40 for all states in India and union territories with their own legislature. So 60-40 for the states and 90-10 for the union territories. Apart from that, the Northeast states and Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, and Uttarakhand, in all these regions, 100 percentage of the funding by the central, and even the union territories without legislature, also 100 percentage of funding from the center itself. The nodal agency of implementing this particular yojana is NHA, that is National Health Authority, has been constituted as an autonomous entity under the Society Registration Act of 1860 for the effective implementation of Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. So these are all the add-on information that you need to understand regarding this particular topic. Let us have a look of the second topic is related to unfettered constitution. So what exactly the article is stating about? This article comes under your general studies 2, the subtopic of executives and its powers. So let us have a look of this particular topic. So two recent comments of Supreme Court of India that have direct bearing on the concept of independence of various institutional constitutional authorities. Sena versus Sena case. The court expressed its serious concern over the active role being played by government in state politics. In recent days, there is a lot of issue which is arising regarding the power dispute between governor and the state, and even the appointments of particular position given by whom and what exactly the constitution is stating about. Let us have a look of this particular topic in a brief. Remember, in the constitution itself, the simple word used as a appointed by the president. So this appointed by the president, such Article 75, appointment of prime minister, and Article 76, appointment of attorney general of India. Article 280, the chairman as well as the members of the finance commission, and Article 316, chairman and members of the public service commission. Article 350b, appointment of the special officer of the linguistic minorities. Article 324, president will appoint chief election commissioner and election commissioners. These are all the simple word statement given by the constitution. There is an appointment by the president itself. Add on to this, the words shall be appointed by the president by warrant under his hand and seal. For appointment of judges of Supreme Court and High Court, which comes under Article 124 and 127, and Comptroller Auditor General of India, Article 148. Appointment of the Governor comes under Article 155. See, these are all the very important area because similar words have been used in Article 388, Article 338A, and Article 338B, authorizing the President for appointing the chairman and member of the National Commission for SCs and STs. It was directly appointed by the President. Even the Supreme Court also stated a verdict in N. Gopalaswamy case versus Union of India case. President should act on the aid and advice of councils of ministers with the Prime Minister as the head in all matters which vest in the appointment of executives as well. So these are all the major articles that deals with the appointment by the president, which was mentioned in this particular editorial. So we need to understand about what exactly the concept is need for independent institution. There should be there should not be any kind of dilution of essential attribute of the independence of India's constitutional bodies. A study of various provisions in the constitution that clearly shows that need for the independent institution and some special status also they mentioned here. Just read this particular topic, then you get an idea about what exactly it is about. So next topic of the day, which is related to the art and culture. PM grooves to Bihu beats in Assam. This topic comes under your GS1, the subject Indian art and culture. The subtopic is folk dances of India. Very important because recent visit by Prime Minister Narendra Modi to inaugurate the Aims, and this particular event also happened. Let us have a look of what exactly the context is. 24 hours, creating two world records in the state of Assam related to the folk dance of India. The first one is about 11,200 Bihu performers did embellished encore dance performance of the Bihu. The second one is about largest dole recited by 3,000 drummers. Okay, so buffalo hornpipe playing as well as dole playing by 3,000 drummers. These two considered as the world record. So world record certificate by a representative of Guinness World Record given to Prime Minister and Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa, that is your exact context of this particular article. Here add on value that what you can know is related to the Bihu dance. Bihu dance is one of the important folk dance of the state of Assam. We need to know some value added addition. Here, Bihu is the main festival of Assam. It is celebrated three times in a year. So, Rangoli or Bohag Bihu is observed in the month of April. Kongali or Katti Bihu. Kongali or Katti Bihu. This one particularly observed in the month of October. And the third one is about Bhogali or Magh Bihu. Magh Bihu, observed in the month of January. So, as I mentioned, this particular festival celebrated three times in a year in the state of Assam. So, this marks the first day of Hindu solar calendar and is also observed in the state of Bengal, Manipur, Mithili, Nepal, Odisha, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. Because April 13th to April 21st, it is a harvest or sowing festival. It marks the first day of Hindu solar calendar. This particular event was observed in all these states as well. So the festive food is pitta, rice cake, and lorus, traditional food made of rice and coconut, are prepared during this particular event. So you need to understand this particular topic, which is important for your art and culture regarding your folk dances of India. Next topic of the day, it is related to the NISAR satellite. NISAR satellite to map Himalayas seismic zone. This particular topic comes under your General Studies 2 and General Studies 3. General Studies 1 and General Studies 3. General Studies 1, Geography, and General Studies 3, it is about Science and Technology. The subtopic is Space Technology. So what exactly the context is? The forthcoming satellite, NISAR, jointly developed by ISRO and NASA, map the most earthquake-prone regions in the Himalayas with the regular basis. This particular data will generate and also can potentially give advance warning of land subsidence recent observation in Joshimath, Uttarakhand, as well as point to places that are greatest risk from the earthquakes. That is the intention of this particular satellite data will help. What add-on value that we need to understand here about the NISAR satellite? NISAR means NASA and ISRO. Synthetic aperture radar. So NISAR has been built by space agencies of US and India, that is NASA and ISRO, under the partnership agreement signed in the year of 2014. It is expected to be launched in the month of January 2024 from the Satish Dhawan Space Center into a near polar orbit. The satellite will operate for a minimum of 3 years. It is LEO observatory, which is Low Earth Orbit Observatory. NASA will map the entire globe in 12 days. The features, if you take about this particular satellite, 2800 kg satellite consisting of both L band and S band, synthetic aperture radar. This instrument, which makes it a dual frequency imaging the radar satellite, while NASA has provided the L band radar, GPS, and high capacity solid state recorder to store the data. ISRO has provided the S-band radar, that is the geosynchronized satellite launch vehicle, launch system, and the spacecraft. So S-band radar operates on wavelength 8 to 15 centimeter and a frequency to 2 to 4 gigahertz. Because of the wavelength and frequency, they are not easily attenuated. This makes them useful for near and far range weather observation as well. So you need to understand the benefits of this particular NISAR satellite. It is going to deal with earth science, disaster management, agriculture, infrastructure monitoring, climate change. So one of the applications is going to apply in this particular article related to disaster management. The mission will provide the critical information to help the managing the natural disasters such as earthquake, tsunamis, and volcanic eruptions, and enabling faster response times and better risk assessment as well. So this article is clearly telling that it can help to find the seismic zone in the region of Himalayas, because in recent time there is a lot of problem is facing in the Himalayan region. So it is easy for us to come up with the preventive measures. If we have the data which is given by this particular NISAR satellite, it's easy for us to do the prevention method. So these are all the important points that we need to understand regarding the topic. Next, I'm going to give you other important topics that you can read for the day. That is add-on benefit for you in terms of covering the important topics as well. In the editorial page, you can give a read related to the optical relief. For most household, the moderation in headline inflation bring little respite. Read that topic that comes under your General Studies 3 of Indian economy. Apart from that, what other topic that you can focus is like Supreme Court Collegium recommends authors of outstanding judgments as Delhi High Court, Delhi judges. Inordinate delay in messy plea decision benefiting conflicts, Supreme Court says. These two topics regarding the General Studies 2 of Judiciary. Next important topic, that is India Armenia will one day share the strategic partnership envoy. This topic comes under your General Studies to International Relations. The increasing political cooperation between Armenia and India must institutionalized in long-term cooperation. So, what kind of strategic partnership that they are planning is about? Multi-rocket launch system and their ammunition among others is a deal worth around 2,500 crore. In the backdrop, again, they are focusing on defense cooperation. Armenia will soon have the defense attack. That is, at embassy here, it has been learnt. So, important of this going to be strategic in terms of enhancing both the countries' cooperation regarding the defense as well. Apart from that, you can give a read over the topic regarding your textile apparel exports decline 14%. Here you need to understand what kind of trend which is happening in terms of exporting the textile. Even I think 2 days before that we discussed about the Mitra. Okay, so mega integrated textile, scheme, and just go through this what exactly the trend regarding the exports of the textile industry. Okay, so whatever the topic that we discussed so far in brief, that you can keep that for reference and take a note, and remaining topics I mentioned here, that you can start reading it with the brief information regarding the same. That's all for the day. Stay tuned. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.